Blue Devils will have the first pitch when we return here to Bowling Green State University. In the third innings of no-hit ball in her 10 1/3 innings against this team.
And we also mentioned her last game was 417 for the season, and Miss Esser has a 600 batting average.
Well,
yeah, Katie's just a freshman. Boy, she's proven to already be a valuable part of this.
22 walks, so she has done the job.
Future looks very bright for Notre Dame.
That wasn't. No home runs, 26 runs batted in for Mackenzie. That one is low as well.
And Mackenzie Brown, she's played in 24 of the games already, every game. So she's a solid starter for the Panthers.
Rips that one towards the dugout, and
they're going over to take a
look to make sure everybody's okay in there.
90 batting average for the season.
Swing and a miss.
Nice breaking pitch there.
First strikeout of the game. Take a look at this. Nice pitch, low and away.
Now batting is the right fielder, number 15, Blythe Hartman.
Curveball there, brings up Blythe Hartman. Hardman, he comes in hitting .568, no home runs, 9 RBI. And their win against Anthony Wayne, she went through.
Nice pitch there by Ms. Kowalski. It looked like a rise ball there. Just couldn't beg off of it at the bat.
And he gave a half-hearted bunt attempt that time, did Hardman. Kowalski with of course, a fast. The 0-2 pitch. That one popped up to the right side, and it will be graded player. Keely Hughes, the .338 hitting senior for Whitmer.
Takes a first pitch strike here in the bottom of the second.
Well, so far, Katie Kowalski has done a good job in getting ahead of hitters. We have seen it to every batter. That one, not much home run power on this Whitmer team. Only 2 home runs in the starting lineup. Swing and a miss. So strikeout for the first out of the second inning. That's the second strikeout for Kowalski. Take another look.
Just swinging right through the pitch there.
Again, able to keep things low and away from these hitters, and that brings up Taylor Wietrikowski. Taylor will be heading to Heidelberg to play softball at Heidelberg next. Those home runs for this Whitmer team. 1 home run, 14 runs batted in, hitting .348. That pitch called a strike to even the count to Wietrikowski.
If you're 23 hits and 66 at bats, I'd take that most every day.
Good season for the senior. That one up the middle, going to be backhanded there by Megan Miller. The strong throw over.
She's at first.
Brings up Kaylee Kesey, the shortstop. The junior comes in hitting .411, driven in 25 runs on the season from that 6th slot in the lineup. Kesey was 2 for 4 in that win against Anthony Wayne the other day. That one goes down the right field line. That will find Kesey with 2 strikes on her, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Again to the right side, a little bit behind the pitch from Katie Kowalski.
Trying to catch up.
Winner of this game will move along and play in Clyde on Wednesday night against the Springfield Blue Devils.
Yeah, Springfield won a game on Saturday up at Roth Park. It was rained out on Friday. They beat Perrysburg on the other half of this bracket.
Well, they had actually gotten a couple of innings in. We never had that luxury at all. We were swamped out early, but they got a couple of innings in, then got to complete it on Saturday morning.
Yeah, had the good fortune of seeing the conclusion of that game, and that was an exciting game as well.
Right back to Kowalski and Alexi Bonds. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters against Katie Kowalski. Kowalski 6 up and 6 down so far.
Well, Maddie Munoz has got a nice 453 batting average, has 11 RBIs already this year, and scored 25 runs. So she's a key part of the offense for the Panthers.
Little slap past the third baseman. They will not get her now. Quick. Corner's still in, looking to look bunt. Not going to happen. A line drive. Grabbed there by Miller. And they're able to. So quick 2 outs now. Nobody on. Brings up Lexi Bond. She's hitting .375.
Looks in.
That one grounded down the third game from the number 9 spot.
Well, if you look at this inning, the bottom part of the lineup has put the ball into play for Whitmer, and that could be very key as this game goes on. You've seen 3 innings go by, and Kowalski's now in her 3rd inning. The contact's starting to come.
That one to the left side, and not going to be able. We'll be generous. Nope, they're going to give her an error.
They gave the error.
They gave the error, so we'll have to give her an error too. Official score says error.
Those tough college.
He's a college scorekeeper. Throw down to second on the steal attempt, and they get her. To the top of the order we go for the Whitmer Panthers. It's Brooklyn Esser to lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th.
It's the left fielder, number 6, Brooklyn Esser.
Esser sent one back to the circle. Her first time up. Katie Kowalski able to get the out. Little slapper to the second baseman. Quick throw, and they base.
Had no time to think about it. Just a quick flip over.
Boy, that's what that speed does for you. It's just an amazing thing to be able to run like Brooklyn Esser does. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th brings up Mackenzie Brown.
Even in my dreams, I can't run that fast.
I never even thought about running that. Fouled back, so again, Katie Kowalski about Esser too, being in that left-handed batter's box and getting that extra step.
Well, it gives you such a head start down the line, and it means so much, and especially a tight game like this. You know, Whitmer's scattered. Amanda Combs for Whitmer has scattered 5 hits around the field, but just 1 base hit for the Panthers right now.
That pitch inside, pitches up and down the lineup for the Whitmer Panthers. The 2-2 pitch called strike.
I was going to say is for Whitmer fans, we probably shouldn't say their nice batting average, because every time we've said it twice so far today, and each time it's led to an immediate next pitch out.
Well, the old question, what does good pitching beat good hitting? So far today, it appears as such. Swing and a miss through.
Tough.
Hardman bounced back to the circle, her first time up. That pitch a called strike on the inside corner.
Nice, solid fastball.
I'd like to go through and count up the pitches here. I'll tell you, Katie Kowalski has not thrown many pitches in this game. That one goes back to the circle again, and Kowalski with the throw. Nice dig over there by Fault.
Pinch hit, number 17, Amy Kimura.
And we've got a pinch hitter, Amy Kimura. Sends it out to right field, base hit. So Kimura comes in to hit for Keely Hughes, and Kimura right away with the base hit.
Makes Coach Lanham look like a hero.
So Kimura with the base hit.
Next up is the first baseman.
That'll bring up,
Go ahead.
that'll bring up Taylor Wietrikowski.
Yeah, Kimura just dropped that one over the first baseman's head. Now looking to advance.
Down to third base and fielded well by Aaron Boland down there. Gets the sacrifice bunt by Taylor Wietrikowski. And that will move Kimura into second base. So 1 out with the runner on second. Will bring up Kaylee Kesey.
Opportunity is essential here, and Whitmer's trying to take advantage of it by moving that runner up on that sacrifice bunt.
Strike 1 to Kesey. one run could be very, very important in this game. That one way up in the air to the right side. Who's going to take it? It'll be
Well, the catcher steps in.
Munoz had that little slap base hit her first time up. Looking to
Shows a little bit.
going to be no catching Maddie Munoz. Pops that one straight back.
With her slapping ability to just slap it right by with the fielder drawn in.
Second baseman Megan Miller well in again, almost inside the circle, which she's not allowed to be, just in case you were wondering. 2 balls and a strike.
Almost is not in.
Almost is not in. 2-1 pitch, and caught by the shortstop, Hannah Rubel. Amanda
James looking at cheating in.
Yeah, they're looking at bunt and popped up, and Rex able to get to it. Things over to the top of the lineup to Brooklyn Esser. The speed at the top of the lineup. She looks to lay down halfway between the circle and first base. Esser looking at the 0-1 pitch.
It's just the one where if you could, the old drag bunt. Drag it down first base side if you're going that way. Force the second baseman to step in and make the throw.
Hannah Rubel is shading towards third base in her shortstop position, looking to get to third in case there's a play that way. The 1-1 now to Esser. Right back to the circle. It goes off Kowalski. That will bring up Mackenzie Brown. Brown came in hitting .390 on the season. She's driven in 26. Runners at first and third. I would expect Esser to take off. She did not on the first pitch. If you're Kowalski, this is exactly where you want that strikeout, need that strikeout. Count will go to 1-1.
First is snuck in, but third kind of stays back a little.
That pitch is a called strike.
Nice pitch outside.
Kind of surprised Esser has hung on at first base. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout right there for Katie Kowalski.
To her own hands and gets the K for the second out of the inning.
So runners still at first, 4 with a triple and a couple of singles. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside part of the strike zone.
And I think that's one that Blythe Hardman would like to have back. She was right in her wheelhouse and was just a hair behind the pitch.
2 outs now, runners on the corners. The pitch to Hardman, and that one will be low. Generals.
Coach Lanham at third base calling out the plays to the Panthers.
Esser so far has stuck at first base. There's the pitch. That one will be fouled off. The pitch. And a little high and outside will even the count. Here is hit. Swing, and that one fouled away again.
Bottom of the sixth.
Hardman will look at the 2-2 again. Fouls that one away. Runs batted in number for Hardman, but she spent a lot of the season down in the bottom part of the batting order. Worked her way up into the middle. Swing and a miss!
Started that little mini rally they had there in the fifth.
Pitch outside to Amy Kimura. That one hit to the right side. Megan Miller with the play. There to move the runner up to third base, but they couldn't get the score. Kowalski with one of the 3 home runs for this Whitmer Panther team.
She sure had the look of loading up there.
Took a little something off that one, did Katie Kowalski. A ball and a strike to Taylor Wietrikowski. We said Wietrikowski heading off to Heidelberg to play softball next year. That pitch low and inside. Right here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. That one driven right up through the middle of the diamond. Base hit. And it will be.
Going to go
You
along
agree
with
with
you.
that
I
one?
go along with you 100% there. Kaylee Kesey batting .411 for the season. Has 25 RBIs.
Yeah, she grounded back to the circle her first time up. Popped
Up on the board, win the game, and tie the team lead for RBIs.
pitch called a strike on the outside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1-1.
On the other hand, Caitlin Kowalski has totally different idea.
Yes, she does. Kowalski looking to get out of a little bit of a jam here again. Just got a piece of it that time. Strikeouts there in the 6th inning. Get the 2nd and 3rd outs of the inning. That one grounded to right field. It's going to be a nice play out there by Jordan Diggins to come in and get that ball and make the quick throw to Falties. Little slap.
Perfect bunt.
And the throw, they're not going to get.
Bottom of the 7th.
Brings up Amanda Combs, the pitcher. She can win it for herself here with 2 outs. She needs a base hit. Last time up, she drove the first pitch she saw down the left field line for a double. First pitch to her is low. Game on the line right here. Amanda Combs can win it for herself with a base hit. That one sliced to the right side. Kowalski looking to take it to extras. That pitch outside.
No runs for either team. 6 hits for each team. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. It doesn't get any better than this.
Doesn't get any better than this right here. Rex gives the sign. That one is sliced to the right side. Goes Kowalski with the pitch. Gets the called
Gets
3rd
the call.
strike.
Number 1 seed in this tournament.
Showed bunt. Pulled it back, but Kowalski got the called strike. Put out on a popped up bunt her 2nd time up. Showed bunt. 2 strikes to Lexi Bonds. Swing and a miss.
Every time at the plate, but only been to first base once.
Well, that great speed that she has got her the base hit back in the 6th. Good play back to the circle, got her out in the 1st, and then to second base. Right back to the second baseman, Miller, playing in again, able to get the.
Tough day at the plate for
She
McKenzie.
has. She is struck out 3 times.
But she's worked the count every
Every
time.
time, yep. First pitch is up and away. She has probably seen more pitches than any other hitter for Whitmer.
On either team.
Yeah, both these pitchers have been throwing strikes. Called strike. He said Kowalski can throw mid-50s. That one comes straight back into the crowd. Got that one. The pitch, that one was low. We'll even the count at 2-2. Mackenzie Brown looking to get something started with 2 outs here for the Whitmer Panthers.
Once again, Deuce is wild with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the 8th inning.
That one grounded to first base, and it's a fair ball. Hardman has grounded back to the box a couple of times, and a strikeout. Laces this one to center field, and not going to be.
Shot to the second baseman in her 2nd.
So Kamira looking to win it again, as the Whitmer Panthers were in a good position in the 7th inning. Couldn't get it done as a called 3rd strike. Got Kowalski out of the 7th inning, looking to get by here in the 8th. Kimura will send out bottom of the 8th inning. Kimura looking to end it here for the Whitmer Panthers. That one was inside.
Good eye.
2 balls and a strike to Kimura.
The battle sets in.
The freshman Katie Kowalski. That one down. The 2-2. Grounded to third base. Long throw, and they got her. So Bolin to Faltis ends the inning. Put runners on base in both, actually in the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th that Katie Kowalski has had to maneuver through. Taylor Wietrikowski leads off the 9th. A ground out, a sacrifice bunt, and a base hitter last time up.
Just like to catch one right here.
That one was a little too low.
Talking about trying to force the play down the first base side.
As we've got a
stray bird
out there in right field. He now will perch himself on the right field fence and get himself a free ticket. Not looking to pay the $6 admission. That one a called strike on the inside corner, so we go full to Wietrikowski. Kowalski with the 57-mile-an-hour fastball, a screwball for the Whitmer Panthers. That one up and away. Wietrikowski will take her to run for herself, most likely, because Terry came in to run for her, and Wietrikowski had to re-enter, and I doubt that they'll take her out in case this one goes to the 10th. That one hit to the right side. Now
you don't want to run into the out at home, so you may just force the throw, not move until after the throw's made to first.
Munoz with the little slap to third, and they end her team here.
There it is.
Up the middle.